Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Jefferson nickel 5 cent, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. In the world of numismatics, every coin tells a story. Some coins, though, are more than just currency. They hold a special place in history and in the hearts of collectors. One such coin that has captured the attention of collectors and historians alike is the Jefferson nickel, particularly the 2006 edition. At first glance, the 2006 Jefferson nickel might seem like a simple, everyday coin, but as we dig deeper into its history, design, and the rare twists that have shaped its value, you'll discover why it stands out and commands such fascination today. The history of the Jefferson nickel dates back to 1938, when the United States Mint introduced the coin as part of a redesign to replace the older Buffalo nickel. The Jefferson nickel was created to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, whose legacy as a founding father and author of the Declaration of Independence made him a fitting figure to adorn the nation's 5-cent piece. The design of the Jefferson nickel has undergone several changes over the years, but the 2006 version stands out for its unique place in the coin's ongoing evolution. The 2006 Jefferson nickel is part of the Westward Journey series, which commemorated the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. In 2004, the U.S. Mint began issuing new nickels with redesigned reverse sides to honor the expedition and the journey taken by Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. For the 2006 edition, the Mint featured a reverse design that celebrated the important role that the expedition played in expanding America's frontier. This design is notable for its depiction of the keelboat used by the explorers as they navigated the Missouri River. The obverse of the coin, which features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, remains largely unchanged from the classic design introduced in 1938. However, the reverse is where the story of the 2006 Jefferson nickel truly comes to life. The keelboat is depicted in full motion, with the river stretching out in the background and the landscape hinting at the vast, untamed wilderness that the explorers were about to encounter. The detailed engraving of the boat and the dramatic, open river convey a sense of adventure and pioneering spirit. These elements combine to make the 2006 Jefferson nickel not only a piece of currency but also a symbolic reminder of America's history of exploration and expansion. What sets the 2006 Jefferson nickel apart from other coins in the series is the relatively small number of errors and variations that exist within its mintage. Errors in coin production often lead to a coin becoming a collector's item, and the 2006 Jefferson nickel is no exception. Over the years, some examples of this coin have been discovered with mistakes that make them particularly valuable. These errors include misstruck coins, doubled dies, and rare varieties in the positioning of the design elements. Collectors are always on the lookout for these anomalies because even small mistakes can increase the value of a coin exponentially. Beyond its design and errors, the 2006 Jefferson nickel holds a certain appeal for collectors due to its connection to the Westward Journey series. This series, which includes nickels from 2004 to 2006, was part of a broader initiative by the U.S. Mint to honor significant moments in American history through coinage. The 2006 nickel is the final coin in the series, and as such, it marks the culmination of a project that sought to commemorate a pivotal event in the country's expansion. This historical connection makes the coin more than just a piece of metal. It's a tribute to the courage and determination of the explorers who helped shape the nation. As we continue to explore the significance of the 2006 Jefferson nickel, it's important to consider the broader context of coin collecting. Numismatics is a fascinating hobby that draws in people from all walks of life, and the world of coin collecting is as diverse as the coins themselves. For some collectors, it's about the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding a rare coin among a pile of change. For others, it's about preserving history and the stories that coins can tell. The 2006 Jefferson nickel fits both these criteria, offering collectors a chance to own a piece of history that's tied to one of America's most famous expeditions. In addition to its historical and design significance, the value of the 2006 Jefferson nickel has risen dramatically in recent years. While the coin may have initially circulated as just another nickel in the pockets of Americans, It has since become a prized item in the numismatic world. The value of a 2006 Jefferson nickel, particularly one that has been certified by a professional grading service, can range widely depending on its condition, rarity, and any potential errors. Coins that are in mint condition or feature unique mistakes can command prices that far exceed their face value. One of the most exciting aspects of the 2006 Jefferson nickel is that some examples have been sold for astounding sums at auctions. In recent years, certain 2006 Jefferson nickels have been known to fetch prices as high as $24,000. This may sound unbelievable, but it's a testament to the rarity and desirability of certain coins in the world of numismatics. Collectors are always looking for coins that have an interesting history or unique characteristics, and the 2006 Jefferson nickel is a prime example of how an ordinary-looking coin can become extraordinary under the right circumstances. So, how does a nickel, a coin that was initially worth just 5 cents, end up being worth so much more? The answer lies in a combination of factors: the rarity of specific varieties, the demand from collectors, and the general appreciation of historical coins. Coins with errors, particularly those that were produced in small quantities or under unusual circumstances, are always in high demand. The 2006 Jefferson nickel is an example of how a mistake in the minting process or an overlooked detail can turn a simple coin into a valuable collector's item. The journey of the 2006 Jefferson nickel from a piece of everyday currency to a highly coveted collector's item reflects the fascinating world of numismatics. It also serves as a reminder of how even the most mundane objects can hold deep historical and cultural significance. For collectors, the 2006 Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of America's pioneering spirit and a tangible connection to the past. As we wrap up this exploration of the 2006 Jefferson nickel, we've seen how its design, historical context, and collector appeal have made it a standout piece in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting to explore the hobby, the 2006 Jefferson nickel offers a captivating story and the potential for great rewards. Its connection to the Westward Journey series, its errors, and the remarkable prices it has commanded in recent years make it a coin worth watching. If you happen to come across a 2006 Jefferson nickel in your pocket change, take a moment to appreciate its history. And who knows? You might just be holding a rare piece of American history that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. And remember, when it comes to coin collecting, the value isn't just in the price tag, it's in the story behind the coin. The 2006 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how a seemingly simple coin can carry immense value, both in terms of history and price. So, next time you hold a Jefferson nickel in your hand, take a moment to reflect on the journey it has taken from a minting press to the hearts and minds of collectors around the world. It may just be the next big find for someone looking to add a rare piece of history to their collection. Top 2. One such coin is the 1990 Jefferson nickel, a seemingly unassuming 5-cent piece that has become a coveted item among collectors. While it may have circulated as just another nickel in the pockets of everyday Americans, the 1990 Jefferson nickel holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists and collectors around the world. By the time you finish this journey through the coin's rich history, design, and its place in the world of numismatics, you'll understand why this nickel is worth far more than the 5 cents it was originally minted to represent. The Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938, features the image of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson was chosen to be immortalized on the coin for his crucial role in the founding of the nation, most notably as the author of the Declaration of Independence. Throughout its long history, the design of the Jefferson nickel has undergone various changes, with the most significant update occurring in 2004 when the coin was reworked to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. However, in 1990, the coin still carried the classic design that was first introduced in 1938, albeit with subtle updates that would continue to evolve in the coming decades. At first glance, the 1990 Jefferson nickel may appear to be a simple, routine piece of currency. The obverse side of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, as designed by artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson's calm and composed image, with the signature words, "In God we trust, liberty," and the year of minting inscribed above remains unchanged from the original 1938 design. The reverse of the coin shows Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia, which serves as a reminder of the president's connection to American history. This depiction of Monticello has also remained a hallmark of the nickel since its introduction. These traditional features, however, would eventually give way to a more complex story, one that collectors today recognize as a mix of rarity, historical significance, and even some intriguing variations that have made the 1990 Jefferson nickel highly sought after. In the 1990s, the United States Mint continued to produce large quantities of nickels to meet the demands of a growing economy. This meant that millions of 1990 Jefferson nickels were minted, with the expectation that they would be used as regular currency in circulation. However, not all nickels would remain in circulation. Many would eventually find their way into the hands of collectors who recognized the potential value of certain varieties and eras. For many years, the 1990 Jefferson nickel was seen simply as a part of everyday pocket change. However, as collectors began to scrutinize the coins more closely, they started to realize that certain versions of the 1990 nickel could be worth far more than their face value. The 1990 Jefferson nickel is particularly interesting because of a variety of factors that affect its value. While the coin's standard design was fairly common, there were a few key aspects that made some examples much rarer than others. Among the most important factors that collectors look for in the 1990 nickel are its condition, its minting variety, and the potential for errors. As is the case with many coins, those that have been kept in excellent condition and have minimal wear are the most desirable. Nickels that have been well preserved, free from the usual nicks, scratches, and discoloration from years of circulation, are considered highly valuable to collectors, especially if they are graded as mint state or proof coins. Another key aspect of the 1990 Jefferson nickel's appeal lies in its possible error varieties. Coin collectors often find value in coins with minting errors, such as misprints, doubling of design elements, or off-center strikes. These errors can make a coin much rarer and therefore more valuable, as they are seen as mistakes that occurred during the production process. While many 1990 Jefferson nickels were struck without significant problems, certain examples of the coin exhibit fascinating errors that have made them highly sought after by collectors. One of the most notable errors on the 1990 nickel involved the rare case of a double die strike, where parts of the coin's design were unintentionally doubled during the minting process. This error, though not common, has made a handful of 1990 Jefferson nickels worth thousands of dollars. Collectors are also drawn to the 1990 Jefferson nickel because of its connection to the broader history of U.S. coinage. The Jefferson nickel has always been more than just a simple 5-cent coin. It is a symbol of the nation's growth and evolution. The coin's association with Thomas Jefferson, a figure who played such a crucial role in the founding of the United States, gives it added historical weight. Additionally, the depiction of Monticello on the reverse side serves as a lasting tribute to Jefferson's legacy as both a statesman and a visionary. As we move further into the world of coin collecting, it's important to understand how the value of the 1990 Jefferson nickel has grown over time. Initially, the 1990 Jefferson nickel could be found easily in circulation, and its value was, of course, only 5 cents. However, as more and more collectors began to focus on the nickel, they realized that certain versions of the coin were far rarer than others. Coins with unusual characteristics, whether due to error or exceptional preservation, began to fetch prices well above their face value. A mint-condition 1990 Jefferson nickel, especially one that has been graded by a reputable third-party service, can now be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In particular, those 1990 Jefferson nickels that exhibit rare minting errors, like the aforementioned double dies or off-center strikes, are highly prized by collectors. A 1990 Jefferson nickel with a well-documented error can sometimes fetch prices upwards of $4,000 to $5,000, depending on its rarity and the condition of the coin. Some examples have even been known to command higher prices in auctions, with some collectors paying upwards of $10,000 for a particularly rare variety. But perhaps the most astounding aspect of the 1990 Jefferson nickel is the potential for it to reach incredible heights in value. As with all rare coins, demand and scarcity are key drivers of price. Over time, as more collectors enter the market and the supply of high-quality 1990 Jefferson nickels dwindles, the value of these coins has increased significantly. In some rare instances, certain 1990 nickels, particularly those with errors and high-grade conditions, have been known to sell for as much as $40,000 at auction. This is a truly remarkable increase from the coin's original face value of just 5 cents. So, how did a coin that was once worth only 5 cents become worth tens of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in the world of rare coin collecting, where small variations in design, minting errors, and exceptional condition can transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. The 1990 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how a coin, over time, can evolve from a simple piece of currency into a prized artifact. Its connection to American history, its appealing design, and the intrigue surrounding its rare varieties make it a must-have for serious collectors. If you ever happen to stumble upon a 1990 Jefferson nickel in your pocket change or in a collection you inherit, it's important to examine it carefully. A nickel that appears to be in excellent condition or that shows signs of a minting error could be worth far more than you might think. While it may not always be easy to spot a rare variety or an error, there are plenty of resources available to collectors who wish to learn more about the specific characteristics to look for in this coin. In conclusion, the 1990 Jefferson nickel is far more than just a piece of change. It's a valuable collectible with a rich history and a growing reputation among numismatists. Its classic design, combined with its connection to the life of Thomas Jefferson, gives it a special place in American coinage. And for those lucky enough to find one of the rarer, error-struck versions of this nickel, the financial rewards can be nothing short of extraordinary. Whether you're an experienced collector or a beginner just starting out, the 1990 Jefferson nickel is a coin worth paying attention to. It might just be the next piece of your collection that brings you a significant return, with prices reaching as high as $40,000 for the right coin. So, the next time you see a 1990 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You never know what kind of treasure you might be holding in your hand. Top 3. One such coin that has captured the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts alike is the 1994 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, this 5-cent coin might seem like just another piece of everyday currency, but as we explore its history, design, and the fascinating world of coin collecting, you'll begin to understand why the 1994 Jefferson nickel is more than just a simple nickel. In fact, its current value can soar to a remarkable $36,000, making it a rare and highly prized find in the world of numismatics. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1994 Jefferson nickel, we must first take a step back in time. The Jefferson nickel, originally introduced in 1938, has undergone various changes throughout the years. Initially designed by artist Felix Schlag, the coin featured a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson was chosen for the honor due to his pivotal role in the founding of the nation, particularly as the author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse of the coin depicted Monticello, Jefferson's iconic plantation home in Virginia, which remains one of the most recognizable symbols of early American history. Over the years, the design has remained relatively unchanged, making the Jefferson nickel a staple in American coinage. By 1994, the Jefferson nickel had already become a familiar part of everyday life. Millions of these coins were minted by the United States Mint and circulated freely across the country. The design, though still classic and enduring, was far from rare at the time. Yet, as is often the case in the world of numismatics, a closer look at the production process and the coin's eventual path through history revealed that some 1994 Jefferson nickels were far more valuable than others. To understand why, we need to dive into the details of the coin's production and the factors that make certain versions of the 1994 Jefferson nickel stand out. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Jefferson nickels in Philadelphia and Denver. Like most coins, these were created for general circulation, and the vast majority were used as they were intended, just another nickel in people's pockets. However, the subtle variations in minting and the potential for rare errors meant that a handful of these coins would become highly sought after by collectors. While most 1994 Jefferson nickels appear relatively similar to one another, certain factors, such as the quality of the strike, the presence of minting errors, or unique characteristics, can drastically change their value. This is where the true appeal of the 1994 Jefferson nickel lies. One of the most significant aspects of coin collecting is the quality of the coin, and this is where collectors begin to separate the truly valuable coins from the rest. The 1994 Jefferson nickel is no exception. Many collectors seek out coins that are in pristine, mint state condition, coins that have been preserved without significant wear and tear. These coins are typically more valuable because they are rare. The 1994 Jefferson nickel, like many coins from this period, was circulated heavily, which means that finding one in near-perfect condition is a rare feat. Coins that exhibit minimal signs of use, such as scratches, dings, or discoloration, are considered to be in high demand, and those in excellent condition can command far higher prices than their circulated counterparts. In addition to the condition of the coin, another key factor that influences the value of the 1994 Jefferson nickel is the presence of minting errors. Coins with errors, whether due to a malfunctioning die, misalignment during the strike, or other anomalies in the production process, are often considered more valuable than those without such mistakes. For many collectors, mint errors represent an exciting opportunity to own a coin that is genuinely unique, and this drives up the demand and, consequently, the price. The 1994 Jefferson nickel is known for having a small number of error coins that stand out as extremely rare and valuable. One of the most sought-after errors on this coin is the double die error, which occurs when the design elements of the coin are struck more than once, resulting in a noticeable doubling of certain details. In the case of the 1994 Jefferson nickel, this error typically affects the inscriptions on the coin, such as the word "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." These doubled designs make the coin highly collectible, as they are clear indicators of an anomaly in the minting process. While double die errors are rare, they are highly prized by collectors, and a 1994 Jefferson nickel exhibiting such an error can easily fetch several $1,000s at auction. Beyond the double die errors, the 1994 Jefferson nickel also holds appeal because of its overall historical context. The coin was minted during a time of economic growth and stability in the United States, and its design remains a timeless tribute to one of the nation's most revered founding figures, Thomas Jefferson. This connection to American history gives the coin an added layer of significance that appeals to both collectors and history buffs. The fact that the coin represents an important figure in the founding of the United States, as well as a period of relative peace and prosperity, gives it an enduring charm that makes it particularly attractive to collectors looking to add a piece of Americana to their collection. As we delve deeper into the world of coin collecting, it becomes clear that the 1994 Jefferson nickel, like many other coins from this era, has gained value primarily due to the rarity of certain varieties, errors, and high-grade specimens. Over the years, as more and more collectors have focused their attention on this particular coin, its price has steadily increased. What was once a simple, low-value nickel is now considered to be a rare and highly collectible item. In fact, the 1994 Jefferson nickel, especially in mint condition or with rare errors, can command astounding prices at auctions and private sales. For example, a 1994 Jefferson nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition might sell for several $100s, depending on its grade. However, when it comes to the truly rare and valuable varieties, the price can skyrocket. Coins that feature notable minting errors or double die strikes can see their value jump into the thousands, with the most prized examples sometimes selling for $10,000, $15,000, or more. And for those particularly rare, well-preserved coins with a combination of factors that make them unique, the price can reach astronomical figures. In some cases, certain 1994 Jefferson nickels have been sold for as much as $36,000 at auction, making them among the most valuable coins in the world of numismatics. How do you know if you have a 1994 Jefferson nickel that might be worth this kind of money? It all comes down to understanding what makes the coin special. For the average person, it might be difficult to spot a rare variety or minting error just by looking at the coin, but there are a few key signs to look for. First, you'll want to examine the coin closely for any unusual features, such as doubling of design elements or signs of a misalignment. The next step is to have the coin professionally graded by a reputable service, which can help determine its condition and authenticity. A high-grade coin with a rare error can significantly increase its value, and a professional appraisal is often the best way to ensure that you're getting a fair price for your coin. In conclusion, the 1994 Jefferson nickel is far more than just a simple 5-cent piece. While it may have circulated as everyday currency for many years, the coin has become a sought-after collector's item due to its rarity, its connection to American history, and its potential for minting errors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, this coin has an undeniable appeal, and it offers the potential for significant financial rewards. If you ever come across a 1994 Jefferson nickel, especially one that appears to be in pristine condition or that features a rare minting error, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. In the world of coin collecting, a simple nickel could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, proof that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight.